Talamel is in its twilight. The sands have buried its kingdoms. Corruption unburies its subjects. From such bountiful seeds, this world has reaped only entropy, chaos, and night. And though the secrets of Talamel's ruination are entombed below the sea of sand, it's a truth that will not rest.
I am Michael Shistik. I'm the art director for Sands of Aura. Sands of Aura is an action RPG in like a post-apocalypse fantasy setting. You're getting on your sand ship, you're cruising across this desolate wasteland of sand that was caused by this spell plague from ancient times, and the player is gonna unravel and figure out why that happened and maybe what they can do about it. But it definitely emphasizes on action RPG being the difficult, kind of brutal, learn to play it kind of way. You definitely will die a lot. I love a good boss encounter. I love overcoming a difficult situation. And it, for a lot of people, can be very frustrating. But the accomplished feeling that you get from overcoming these challenges, we think is the most rewarding thing you can have as a player. These bosses are like the climaxes of those areas, of those levels. So when you get there, we want them to be these cool, amazing, difficult, and almost cinematic encounters.
Well done.
The combat is not as instantaneous as a traditional action RPG. There's a bit of weight to the character's swings and actions, so you do have to be deliberate in what you decide to do in combat. Learning how to do that dance with them. You got the dodge timing and you got the swing in, you got another, like the whip attack, you paired it at the right timing. Like, it feels amazing when you're getting that dance down. The deaths will become less punishing and they'll come less often as you grow in experience as a player, and we really hope that the people have the willpower to get over that point. We talked about the grind and how difficult the game can be and how challenging these bosses are, and the boat is almost the opposite of that. It's the breath of fresh air of like, okay, I can kind of reassess myself, I can think about what I want to do. You can ride on those sand dunes and you can gain speed if you go down the waves and hop off them, and you see the whole horizon in front of you of all these different features. And we wanted the design to be that whatever feature you see out in the distance, there's something there to go and explore. The simplest terms I could qualify how our art style looks is grim dark light. I think when you go completely grimdark, it's just kind of oppressive and overpowering. So we decided to have this mix. There's a lot of gray tones, there's a lot of like beiges and browns, but you'll get these interspersed scenes on the islands themselves that are brilliant with color and foliage and flowers. And all the different things that you can see in the game, like everything has a meaning, a reason, a story, a purpose. Every dead end has a reward. If it's loot or armor or reward, whatever it is, or an NPC or a character, like there should always be something in every nook and cranny. And that's made the level design way more interesting and worth exploring. We want you to play with the different builds. I've always loved in MMOs and different action RPGs when you get to build the character you want to play. That actually mixes up the gameplay, that actually makes you think about what you're doing in combat. We want you to have that customization, so we needed to make sure that the armor and weapons and everything that you find to create and craft and customize your character is as unique and interesting as possible. The more inputs you have, the more infinite in range of combinations you can make. So there's things like the rune system. The rune system lets you build specific stats into your gear that you want. Like, let's say you want to be more armored, you get put in more armor runes. You want to be faster, you do haste runes. But on top of those, there's Spellblade, which is an elemental enchantment that you can add. Then you have like fire, ice, and lightning that can vary the combat in different ways. And then on top of that, there's also armor sets that have very unique set effects that make the gameplay very different in how you approach combat. And then the weapons, there's weapon heads that have an effect. There's the weapon handles that affect the animation and have effects. And then finally, there's pommels that all have like a poisoning effect, or like when you hit an enemy, there's projectiles that spawn. Being able to build the character you want to play, that was what we wanted to do. Going forward, there's going to be these big patches, and there's going to be a lot that you can check out, and that's worth playing. I think we have an incredible team of artists and programmers. I'm proud of our team, I'm proud of our game, and I hope everybody enjoys it.